The board of directors has recommended a vote against this proposal for the reasons set out in the proxy statement.
I wonder why.
The next item is a shareholder proposal by the Educational Foundation of America.
We'll explain all these later.
The full text of the proposal is set forth in the proxy statement. I understand that Laura Nixon is here to present this proposal, and I would like to invite her to do so. I would ask that she limit the presentation to 2 minutes at most.
Your line is open, ma'am.
Good afternoon. The Educational Foundation of America is a long-term investor in Disney stock. We're asking Disney not to just disclose its political contributions, as they have been doing, but to account for them, to demonstrate the company's spending is rational, strategic, and producing a positive return on investment. Disney's odyssey through Florida politics in the last several years demonstrates as to why this kind of reporting is needed. In recent years, Disney contributed over $100,000 to an administration that took aim at Disney's employees, mocked the company's values at a national level, and then punished Disney by diminishing its tax breaks and degree of self-governance.
Oh, listen to this crap.
There are other examples that raise questions about Disney's political spending patterns. Our company has supported politicians working against progress on climate, even as extreme heat days steadily climb in the Orlando area and Paris, and fires rage in California.
Global warming in Orlando. Okay.
To promote women to leadership positions within the company, but nearly 3/4 of Disney's political contributions went to anti-choice politicians in Florida in the 5-year run-up to 2022's 15-week abortion ban. Next month, a 6-week abortion ban will go into effect in Florida. That is before most women, even though they are pregnant. 1 in 4 women will have an abortion in her lifetime. Think of the harm to Disney's Florida workforce over the years to come. And finally, Disney has also supported politicians who promote the 2020 stolen election conspiracy theory. With this proposal, we believe it's time for Disney to provide accountability to shareholders that it's spending its political dollars wisely and in alignment with its core principles and interests. Thank you.
Who is that idiot?
Florida is run by Republicans.
Recommended a vote against this proposal for the reasons set out in the proxy statement. The next item is a shareholder proposal by the National Legal and Policy Center. The full text of the proposal is set forth in the proxy statement. I understand that Chloe Cole is here to present this proposal, and I would like to invite her to do so. I would ask that she limit the presentation to 2 minutes at most.
Your line is open, ma'am.
Good morning. I am Chloe Cole, patient advocate for Do No Harm, a group that seeks accountability in the medical profession. I am presenting proposal number 7 titled Report on Gender Transitioning Compensation and Benefits, sponsored by National Legal and Policy Center. Disney pays for gender transition interventions, but not detransitioning care. Therefore, the company discriminates based on gender identity under EEOC regulations. I speak from personal experience as someone who was deceived and physically harmed at a young age by gender ideology, validated by the medical industry and pushed to the masses by corporations like Disney. Influenced by modern media and social networks, I began a transition to male at age 12. By age 16, after practitioners I trusted encouraged me to take puberty blockers and get a double mastectomy, I tried to come back to reality, but it was too late.
Reality.
My body has been irreversibly damaged, and years later, my chest is still in bandages. My doctors have abandoned me. You doctors look and shrug. As a result, I am suing those professionals who steered me into taking these destructive steps that have permanently scarred me. But Disney, in its arrogance, has responded to our proposal by stating that I am only trying to generate attention for a limited agenda.
Oh.
Mr. Iger, Disney, under your watch, is pushing the limited agenda of gender ideology. Disney has become the Ursula that is stealing the voices of thousands of little Ariels across the world by telling us that we can be something that we can never become. The lawsuits are coming, sir. It's only a matter of time.
Wow!
Or past employees whose bodies and lives have been irreversibly harmed will show up at your door looking for justice and
I hear background noise from
Please
somebody,
vote for proposal
not
number
us.
7.
Maybe the caller.
The board of directors has recommended a vote against this proposal for the reasons set out in the proxy statement.
Piss on you,
Disney. The next
Disney.
item is a shareholder proposal by the National Center for Public Policy Research. The full text of the proposal is set forth in the proxy statement. I understand that Scott Shepard is here to present this proposal, and I would like to invite him to do so. I would ask that he limit the presentation to 2 minutes at most.
Your line is open, sir.
Thank you. Corporations, by law, must avoid needless material risks. Maybe the most unnecessary come from partnerships with charities that push extreme, divisive, hot-button positions
Here we go.
that no one honest would call core to the company's business, especially if the extreme positions appall most customers. Fiduciary duty requires honest, full review of likely objective risk and reward to the company. To skip or to fake this, or to proceed anyway, breaches fiduciary duty, and in this context, it loads risks on shareholders for the benefits only of the CEO and advancing his private obsessions. That looks like self-dealing to us. And does it sound familiar at all, Mr. Iger? A clever preteen could have told you that making Disney synonymous with force-feeding radical gender ideology to small school children and then hiding it from the parents would send Disney's core audience flooding away. Maybe not forever.
And it did.
Through your death grip on power.
Oh.
Ditto for trying to destroy girls' chances to shine in their own sports, and on and on.
Oh,
You're getting your money's worth
Mr.
here.
Iger, you had to know all that. Heck, you hired and kept people who boasted they'd make Disney entertainment designed to drive away Disney's core audience. Thing is, though, Bertolt Brecht wasn't a business guru, as the Iger-era disaster displays. It violates every single CEO duty to dissolve a corporation's uber-loyal customer base, then try to convene a new one submissive to your extremist niche worldview. We hear you once wanted the White House and to go down in business history. I think the latter's sewn up, but maybe not the way you hoped. So yeah, let's have an audit of your partnering record. Count up the unnecessary risks that just happen to push your private agenda, and hope that brand new faces sit in your places to start to assess the damage and responsibility. Fiduciary duty does not endorse the Iger record.
Oh, God.
Oh, I wish I was on screen.
Woo!
The board of directors has recommended a vote against this proposal for the reasons set out in the proxy statement.
Make sure you're subscribed to Valliant Renegade and join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show.